Hi, this is Paul from Meter Coffee. I just wanted to do a short video about Wacaco products. I'm a Wacaco dealer and I've been selling these products for quite a long time now, and I've sold hundreds of them. I sell all of the Wacaco products, but this is just mainly about the barista kit and the nano presso together. I've had a few people asking questions about them, and I just want to go over a few points about these products. All of the products that I've sold, the only returns I've ever had for these products have been about the same things basically, and that'll be the extraction sometimes, the pumping to get the extraction sometimes, and nothing else really, just about those things. And I've done a lot of tests on these products, and I've come to the conclusion that the problems are usually down to 2 or 3 things. And there's nothing else, there's no other problems I have with these. So I just wanted to do a quick video to kind of explain a few things to be aware of when you're using these products. And I promise you, if you follow these things, you'll have no problem with them at all. Okay, the nano presso. Okay, this is the filling basket that you get with it for the coffee. And most of the time people say, you know, they have a problem with extraction or the pumping. Now, this has got to build up pressure, obviously, to get an espresso. Now, the problem that people are having with that is the coffee that they use. Probably they're using a shop-bought, pre-ground coffee. Now, that can be from any company, like, you know, that are selling pre-ground coffee. It doesn't matter who they are. Usually they will have a certain grind size, and the grind size is usually too fine. Like this. This is a shop-bought coffee, and it's very fine. It's like powder. It's like, in fact, it's like Turkish grind, like flour. That's no good. That coffee grind is really no good. You're going to have problems with that. You can use this, but you need to be extra careful with this, because when you fill your basket and you tamp it down and then you put the gasket head on, the gasket head is this part. When you put the gasket head on, you need to be aware that there's a drop here. Now this drop, get my ruler, it's about 5 mils. So you need to be aware of that, because when that goes inside the basket, and you've filled it up with coffee and it's really tamped down, this 5 mils needs to fit in there. Now, that's quite a significant drop when you've got your coffee in there, and that will really tighten your coffee. If it's really finely ground coffee, it creates a really solid puck, and your water can't get around that coffee to come out of the bottom. That's a very big problem. And most people, when they talk about their problems, it will come down to that. Okay, so it's the grind size, then the overfilling, then the tamping down too hard, and then when they put their lid on, the gasket head inside the unit, that's pushing that down really tight when that's on. So that's basically the problems you're going to have with that. Now, what I'm saying is that the coffee grind that I use, this is my coffee. I roast my own coffee and it's fresh coffee, and I grind my own coffee to use in the Wacaco products. And you need really something like this. This is, I would say, a medium fine grind size, but if you notice, it's got some little bigger pieces in there. Now what that does, it allows the water to pass around those pieces and then come out of the bottom of the basket for a proper extraction. Now I know some people are thinking, okay, it's an espresso machine, I need to buy espresso grind coffee. Yes and no. It is an espresso machine, but this particular machine, it seems to work much better with a slightly coarser grind size. So start with that. Start with a medium grind size, and then if you feel it's coming out too fast, then reduce the grind size a little bit and make it a little bit finer. But if you over grind to a really fine grind size, that's going to give you a lot of problems. It just simply can't pass through properly, and you'll find your pumping is going to be really difficult, and your extraction is not going to come out properly. It'll squirt rather than pour. You don't want that. And that is really, most of the problems stem from those three things. Let me show you. When you're filling your basket, I'll use my coffee. So fill your basket and then scrape off any excess, because you don't want that inside your machine also, that will give you problems. So I've not overfilled that, I've not heaped that, I've just simply put it in there. Alright, now with the tamp that you get with the barista kit, just gently put it in place and then gently press and turn. You only need to do that once, so you've got a level coffee. Yeah, that's important also. Don't have a big lump here, or it's not straight, it's not level. That'll give you problems. Okay, so once that's in there, okay, remember the gasket head needs to fit in there comfortably. That is not got any resistance because it's not overfilled. So when you put your gasket head on and you put it back into your machine, you're not going to have problems when you screw that on. It's not going to be too tight, because you need to screw that reasonably tight so you don't have a space there and the water can't come out and you burn your hands. But if it's too tight, if it's overfilled, it just makes the coffee really compact and you won't get a good extraction. So that is important, and that's where all of the problems are coming from. Now, for the espresso, for the barista kit, same thing. Okay, when you've got your adapter head, your adapter ring, and you put that on there, okay, that gives you a little bit more drop for your double basket. You get two double baskets with the barista kit that fit in quite nicely inside the body, and you get a single one, the same one that you get with the the nano presso. It's the same size, it's the same kind of basket, but you do also get two double ones, and you can fill these baskets with coffee, put your lid on, and you can carry them around in your unit. So it's really handy, and you can make, with these, you can make two double shots and one single. With the one that you already get with your nano presso, that gives you two double shots, two single shots. So really, if you've got friends around, you've got enough kind of baskets there to make several drinks for people without having to refill them. So you can fill these in advance, and you know, you can store them inside if you're going out and about. So they're really handy for that. So with the double espresso basket, again, obviously it's bigger, but just show you when you fill this. It's the same thing, same principle. Just don't overfill it and don't tamp it down too hard. Okay, so again, just get rid of your excess off the top there, get rid of anything that's going to make it like a heap. Don't want that. Alright. And then tamp it down gently, and then turn it like that. There, that's a little bit more level, so we'll do that again. Right, now again, with your gasket head on there, there's no resistance, that drops in quite nicely. Yeah, there's no coffee stopping that getting pushed down or anything like that. Right, and then when that's inside your body, fits in nicely. Get your gasket head back on, click into place, and then put that on. Now this one, see, that's going in quite tightly, and that's okay, that's fine. There's no space there. That's on nice and tight, and that's it. Basically, that's your barista kit ring, the adapter ring on there with a double shot in there in the chamber. Everything's okay. And that's it, basically. That's your problems I hear time and time again. And then when I actually explain to my customers to try these things, they always come back to me and say, yeah, it's working okay now, everything's fine. It's usually that. It's the coffee's too fine, they've overfilled it, and they're tamping it down too hard. If you don't do those 3 things, then this product is very easy to use. The Nano Presso a little bit easier than the Mini Presso. The Mini Presso has just got less pressure, 8 bars to 18 bars. So you're kind of looking at between 5 and 7 pumps to start extraction on this unit, and about 10 to 15 pumps to start extraction on that unit. If your grind size is right and you followed my tips, it's a clean extraction and it's an easy extraction. And that's it basically, just follow those and you should be okay. So yeah.